What's up? It's Karen San Diego, and in today's video we're going to be talking all about my current VSG related Amazon must-haves. Now, if you're anything like me, I know you probably love Amazon too. I know I love Amazon probably just as much as I love Target, and that's saying a lot because I love Target. The Amazon delivery guy comes here almost every single day because I'm always ordering something, and a lot of those things are definitely specifically for VSG. So I thought I'd do an updated video letting you guys know what things I've been getting on Amazon specifically for VSG, and most of the things in this video are going to be specifically related to post-op. So now that I am 8 months post-op, I'm just living my life, you know, so these are things that I use just in my everyday life after having VSG. All right, so I'm not gonna talk too much. I'm just gonna jump right in. The first thing that I have on this list is protein. So this can look a lot of different ways. For me, the protein that I purchase on Amazon is the Fairlife protein shakes. I get the strawberry protein shakes just to drink whenever I am in the mood to drink a protein shake, which isn't often. And then I get the vanilla protein shakes for my Profi, which if you don't know is protein coffee. So I add a Fairlife vanilla protein shake with my coffee to be able to get protein in, but it tasting like iced coffee. And then I haven't done this yet, but I'm actually thinking about purchasing the chocolate flavor and warming it up and trying to do like a hot chocolate type of vibe with it. If you've done that, let me know. I've never warmed up a protein shake before, so I don't know if this is gonna work out, but I definitely wanna try it that way. But for the most part, I purchased the vanilla and the strawberry flavor, and I almost always get it on Amazon. Now, with protein, there's also lots of different options you can do as well online. I know when I was earlier on in my journey, I would get my protein water on Amazon a lot. I actually don't drink protein water that often anymore. I get all of my protein either from my protein shakes or from just food. Since I can eat more now, I'm not as like crazy about drinking my protein. So if you are earlier in your journey, I'll also make sure to add the protein waters that I used to drink to this as well. But Amazon has such a good variety of different protein shakes, different protein waters, protein powders, all different kind of proteins. And I'll make sure I'll have them all linked to my Amazon storefront in case you want to check them out. When I did drink the protein water, my favorite one to drink was the Isopure, I think it was like the tropical punch powdered one. And I would mix that with just like a squirt of the Mio, the fruit punch Mio flavor. And then that was the way I would get my protein in before. I haven't done that in a while. I actually should go back to doing that because that was pretty good. Next on my list is one that I definitely love a lot. I have this almost every day, maybe every other day, if not every day, and that is the Sola granola. It rhymes, I didn't even realize that. But this granola tastes so good. It's also low in carbs, so you don't have to worry about carbs when eating it. And I like to eat this with the ratio protein yogurt. So the granola itself isn't like super high in protein or anything like that, but it is low in carbs. So you're able to get the granola. Like I can't personally eat yogurt if it's just yogurt. Like I need to add crunch to it. And before surgery, I would just add regular granola. Now I add this granola so that I'm not eating too many carbs and still being able to get my yogurt and get my protein in through my yogurt. This one, it tastes really good. I wouldn't say that it tastes exactly like traditional granola, but to me, it kind of tastes a little better to me. Like I really genuinely like this granola. Even if I wasn't on a VSG journey, I would still buy this. And to me, that's how I know if something is good. If I wasn't on a VSG journey, if I wasn't trying to on a weight loss journey or whatever, would I still eat it? And for the granola, the answer is yes. I would still eat that even if I wasn't on a VSG journey or if I wasn't on a weight loss journey, I would still purchase that. A lot of like low carb things tend to have a really weird taste, and I personally do not feel like this granola has any sort of weird taste, so I definitely recommend it. Next on my list, I have my water bottle. This is the water bottle you guys see me with all the time. I literally bring it everywhere with me. I bring it to work with me. I have it here during the day with me. I'm drinking this water all day. And I mentioned before to you guys that my water has to be freezing cold, which is why I like this water bottle. It is metal, so it keeps the water freezing cold the way I like it. And that way I'm able to drink it all day long. I'm able to continuously fill the water up no matter where I'm at. And the ice that's in the bottle never really melts unless I have it sitting there for a really, really long time. But for the most part, the ice in that bottle will last like a good 2 days. without me having to change it. Like if I was to leave my water bottle and come back to it tomorrow, there would still be ice in that bottle. So that's why I love this water bottle so much. It helps me get my water down, get my water intake, because I'm able to drink it ice cold and I don't have to worry about constantly being near ice. Like a good example of this is going to work. At my job, there is an ice machine in the fridge, but if there wasn't, I wouldn't have to worry about drinking lukewarm water because this bottle keeps the ice frozen all day. So highly, highly, highly recommend this water bottle. They also have a lot of different sizes and colors, so you have a lot of options to choose from, so you can get one that you think is cute. Another good option for water bottles, and this one is one that I had earlier on in my journey, and for whatever reason, when I just got VSG, like when I first got VSG, I actually could not drink ice cold water for whatever reason. It did not go down well in my stomach. So room temperature water was easier for me in the beginning, even though I hate room temperature water. So in the beginning, meaning like the first month or two of my journey, when it was still difficult to get water in, I actually used this water bottle that I got on Amazon as well. And this one has times on it. So in the beginning, when you're starting to try to retrain your body on how to get water down and how to drink 64 ounces of water, it's really helpful to have the time markers on it. I believe it was a 34-ounce bottle, so I filled it up. Was it 30? It's 32? It was a 32-ounce bottle. So I filled it up twice a day to get my 64 ounces of water in that my doctor recommended I drink. And this bottle was super helpful since it let me know time by time. I was able to look at the bottle and see, okay, it's 12 o'clock, I should be up to here. And it helped hold me accountable. As I got further in my journey, I no longer needed to drink warm water. So I was able to go back to my metal bottle, and I also no longer needed the times on the bottle because at that point was in a good swing of things and was able to just do it on my own. So if you are earlier in your journey and you also like it's easier for you to drink warm water anyway, highly recommend this bottle. Next on my list is something you guys ask me for all the time, and unfortunately this isn't the exact one. Every single time I do a what I eat in a day, you all ask me about my plates. The plates that I use, the small plates, are from Home Goods. So I can't link it because Home Goods doesn't allow you to shop online for most things. I think they have a website now with some things, but these plates are not something that I can find on Home Goods online. So I found a similar thing on Amazon. It's not the exact same thing, but it's the exact same size. So I linked that in my Amazon storefront if you want to check it out. I haven't personally bought this one yet, although I think I might buy it just to see if it's a good dupe or not. But based off the dimensions that they said it's a 6-inch plate, which my plate is a 6-inch plate. And for whatever reason, 6-inch plates are really, really difficult to find because I have been scouring the internet trying to find an exact dupe and I have not found one. This is like the closest that I've gotten. Like I found some that look similar and have the same structure as my plate, but all of those are like 8 inches, which isn't bad, but it's not the 6-inch plate that I'm trying to show you guys. So I did find a dupe on Amazon that is 6 inches, but it's not the exact same thing, but it's small plates. And for us after VSG, to me, it's helpful to have a small plate because it helps you be able to look at the food on your plate and not, one, you can't put too much food on your plate because the plate can't hold it. And then two, it doesn't make you feel like you're eating this small amount of food because compared to the plate, it looks like you have a lot of food on your plate. So it just helps you with the mind game of not feeling like, oh my God, I only had 2 bites of food. You feel a little bit more satisfied when you see the amount of food that you're having on a little plate. I don't know if it's just me that feels that way about this, but for me, the small plates definitely have helped me not feel weird about eating such small portions. Keeping along the trend of small dinnerware is small knives, forks, and spoons. So you've probably seen me use them in my What I Eat in a Day videos. I have these small knives. I don't know why I can't talk sometimes. I have these small knives, forks, and spoons set that I got on Amazon. There's lots of other kinds as well. I'll probably link a few kinds, but this is the kind that I use. It came in like this carrying case, which I don't know why. I don't use the carrying case. I think I threw that away. But I do use the forks and the spoons really, really, really often. For me, again, being that I'm not eating a lot of food, sometimes it's easier for me to eat from a small fork or a spoon because it kind of helps me, for one, control how much I'm putting into my body at a time, especially the spoon, because the spoon is so small that you can't put that much food on it. So that helps slow me down. I still have a tendency to eat really fast and to take big bites. So eating with that small spoon definitely helps. And with the fork as well, you know, just like eating from a small plate, just having small forks and spoons just makes it seem better versus eating from a small plate and having this big fork. I don't know why any of this helps, but it actually does help, just like mentally looking at it, to have smaller utensils as well with the smaller plates. And then also just helps with portions and taking smaller bites since the surface area of the spoon or the fork is smaller. And then along with that, keeping along with the same theme of small dinnerware, is small Tupperware. So I recommend, especially in the beginning, getting small Tupperware. You want to get in, if you're like right after post-op, I'd get like those little 2-ounce cups. But then long term, having just like 4-ounce or 5-ounce Tupperware bowls is gonna be really, really helpful for when you're packing food for work, or if you're just like meal prepping or something like that. Just packaging your food into small containers so that you can already see what your portion size is. You don't have to continuously try to portion your food out. You can portion it, weigh it out, and just have it ready to go so you know exactly how much you're eating each time. You take the guesswork out of it. A lot of the times I will package my food this way for myself as well. Just, take it and divide it into smaller containers. Something that I've been doing recently a lot is buying food outside and then just separating it into small Tupperware containers to eat throughout the week. With inflation and food being so expensive, recently it has kind of been cheaper just to buy outside food and separate it for an entire week. So the small Tupperware containers come in handy there so that I'm able to separate the food into exactly how many containers I need, exactly what the portion size for each container is, so that every day I can just go into the fridge and grab a Tupperware container and just go. Whether I'm going to work or whether I'm just gonna sit here and eat my food, I already have it separated with the exact serving size, and I don't have to think about, am I eating too much? Am I eating too little? It's already been planned out for me. All right, moving on. Next thing that I love to buy on Amazon, and this should be no surprise, is my Power Crunch bars. On Amazon, you can find just about every flavor that they carry, especially the kids ones. You can get them on Amazon, and you can also get my favorite, the peanut butter crunch ones. You guys are always telling me about you found Power Crunch bars and you didn't like them, but you didn't try the peanut butter crunch. I am a stan for the peanut butter crunch Power Crunch bars. That specific flavor. The other flavors are whatever, but the peanut butter crunch, the peanut butter fudge, peanut butter fudge, that flavor, that is the one that I will stand up on the mountaintops and scream about how good it is. It helps me get my protein in. It's a good snack. It helps me feel, it satisfies my sweet tooth. Love it. I cannot say that enough, but I do buy them on Amazon, and I'll make sure that they're linked in my storefront. Along the lines of that, I also get a lot of other snacks on Amazon. Too many to name each and every one, but I will make sure to link all of them in my Amazon storefront so that you can go through and see what snacks I've been loving. Just for full transparency, not all of the snacks that I love are VSG friendly snacks. I personally don't think that snacks need to be low carb, as long as read the back of the container, see what the serving size is, and have less than that. So to me, a lot of the time the serving size will be like a cup of whatever it is, or it would be like the whole bar if it's like a bar type of thing. Have half. Have a handful instead of a full cup. Just have a smaller amount. But I'm not afraid of carbs, so I do eat things that have carbs in it. One of the things that I love that is not carb free but isn't exactly super high in carbs either are these croissant chips that you can get on Amazon. You can also buy them at Whole Foods. Love these. I literally snack at them. I'll literally grab like 2. So it's way less than the serving size. So I'm not getting the full serving size. I'm not getting all the carbs that they're saying are in here. So I'm able to eat that guilt-free and not worry about the carbs. Another thing that I love to get on Amazon is baby snacks. I've mentioned this before. I love these Sesame Street Puffs. They are super low in carb, and I also have way less than the serving size, so they're really, really not bad. And they taste great to me. And once again, everything's gonna be up to what you think. And if you don't want these specifically, almost every single baby, crunchy snack that they make for infants is always usually pretty low in carbs and sugar because it's made for babies to eat. So these are always going to be really good as far as nutrition. And then also they're good. If you're a parent, you've probably stopped into eating some of your kids' snacks before. So I'm sure you are not new to the idea of eating kids' snacks, but maybe you didn't think about eating it for weight loss. So their snacks are low in calorie, low in carb, low in sugar, and taste really good and sweet since it's made for them. So yeah, get you some baby snacks, I promise. All right, next on my list is a product that I've talked about so many times, but I think this stuff is literally gold in a bottle, like so good. So I have to make sure I bring it up again, and that is the cellulite oil. I talked about this cellulite oil in my loose skin update. And I also talked about it, I think, in my first Amazon favorites video. So yeah, definitely mentioning it again because I think this is a huge part of the reason that although I do have loose skin, my loose skin isn't as bad as I think it could have been if I didn't have this oil. I've been using this oil from the start and it has really, really helped tighten my skin. And I don't know if it stopped my loose skin from happening, but it's definitely made it less visible than it could have been. And the stuff smells really good, so I genuinely love it. I use it every single night, and I think it has really done wonders to help with my loose skin. This next thing on my list is not really VSG related. I'm putting it on here because people ask me about it every single time I use them, and that is my glass cups and my glass straws. I get both of them on Amazon. And I will link it in my Amazon storefront. I love these glasses. I think they look so cute, especially with the little glass straw. I personally love drinking out of straws, and I think adding this to a VSG must-have video might be a little bit controversial for some people because I know some people say their doctors told them not to drink out of straws, like ever. My doctor did not tell me that. And I do drink from straws every single day, and I have not had any problems drinking out of straws. It did not make me have gas pains or anything. So if you are somebody who has had issues with straws, then obviously don't buy this. But I will say that for me, straws have never been an issue for me. So I am pro straw. Have been, always will be. I can't really drink liquids, cold liquids, without a straw. Like, I really can't. I drink, my water bottle has a straw attachment, so I drink out of the straw. My cups, I always drink out of a straw, and I don't want to have to keep replacing them with the plastic ones, so I got these glass ones because they're reusable and aesthetic, and I love them. So yeah, we use straws around here. I'm sorry if that's problematic, but next on my list is VSG related only because, as you know, a part of VSG is we experience some hair loss. For me, my hair length has been retained pretty much, and the thickness of my hair has been retained, but I did have some thinning in my edges. If you see now, it's starting to grow back, so you can see these areas darkening up, and then here is growing back, but the hair is really, really small because it's growing. So you can still see some visible thinning right here, but thankfully that is fixing itself now. A big way that I've been able to fix this is through a few things that I'm about to talk about, but the first thing is less tension. So I did not gel my hair and pull my hair into a slick ponytail. The ponytail has, like, it's not tight, so not putting a lot of tension on my roots has helped me with my hair loss. And then the two things that I'm about to talk about next. So the first thing is wearing wigs. Wearing wigs has helped me give my hair a break, and I haven't had to put too much stress on my edges. The wig that I bought on Amazon is a V-part wig, so I'm able to leave just about like this much hair out, and the rest gets hidden under my wig. I braid it up, don't worry about it, and it lets my hair just have a break where it doesn't need to be pulled at and combed constantly. And I absolutely love my wig. You guys have definitely seen it before if you're not new to my channel. I will insert a picture of it here, and I will link it in my Amazon storefront. There's also a lot of other wigs on Amazon. They have some where you don't need to leave any hair out. They have wigs that are full lace wigs. They have V-part wigs, U-part wigs. Headband wigs would also be a really great option since headband wigs don't require you to leave any hair at all. But I'm just going to link the wig that I use because I think it's a really amazing quality, especially for the price and the fact that it's an Amazon wig. Along the lines of my hair, although I did only really experience hair loss in my edges, I noticed that after surgery, my hair was very brittle and dry. And I was able to fix this using Olaplex products. I'm sure you're no stranger to Olaplex products. It is known to repair the bonds in your hair to help strengthen your hair. And this has definitely worked for me since I've started to incorporate this into my routine consistently. I've noticed that my hair has been a lot healthier and stronger. It doesn't have that dry, brittle feeling anymore. And I think that has also helped me retain my hair and have my hair not break off, because on top of the fact that your hair will be shedding from the root if you're due to just malnutrition, it also was causing my hair itself to be unhealthy and dry. The Olaplex brand has so many different products, but I'll be sure to link the exact ones that I've been using so you can see what I've been using. But you don't have to use those ones. There's other products in their line, and all of the products specialize in repairing the bonds in your hair and helping your hair regain some of its health. All right, next on my list are bariatric vitamins. So I talk about the fact that I use the Bariatric multivitamin, Bariatric calcium chews, and then I just take a Centrum women's multivitamin if I didn't eat a lot and I don't want to feel sick. I take one of those. As far as the Bariatric vitamins, I did not purchase them on Amazon. They were sent to me by Bariatric, and I do have a code if you want to purchase it directly from their website. But their vitamins are also available on Amazon, so I will make sure to link them. But outside of Bariatric vitamins, almost every single type of bariatric vitamin is available on Amazon. So I'm going to make sure to add to my Amazon store more than just the Bariatric ones. There's so many different kinds that you can get on Amazon, so I'll link them to my store just to make it easier for you if you want to shop around to different kinds. I know for me, the Bariatric vitamins are the ones that I take because they don't make me feel sick. However, everybody's body is different. So it's good to be able to try out different ones to see which ones suit your body the best. A great thing to do before doing this is to ask your doctor if they have any samples so that you can try out the samples first. And then once you figure out which one works with your body best, then go on Amazon and purchase the rest. A lot of the times your doctor's office will sell them in office, but it's cheaper to buy it on Amazon, so just get them on Amazon and save your money. And this goes for the bariatric multivitamins, the calcium chews, and any other vitamins that you may need after surgery. Right, so next on my list is my coffee sweetener. So I am a dirty chai type of girl. I love dirty chai, iced coffee and hot coffee. So for me, I love this coffee sweetener. It is the chai flavor. I'm gonna put a picture here and then I'll link it in my storefront. This is the best chai sugar-free sweetener that I found. I do have some other ones that I got from Home Goods that were fine, but this one definitely gives you more of that spicy chai type of flavor. So yeah, definitely love this one. There's also a lot of other ones that you can get on Amazon, but I'm just showing you what I personally have been loving. And this one is my girl. This is also great to add to Profi. So for that, I would add the vanilla Fairlife protein shake, the entire bottle. I would add a splash of this chai flavor, and then I would add about like this much of a coffee concentrate instead of an iced coffee, because the coffee concentrate is going to be stronger and you're supposed to mix it with some sort of milk or water. So the protein shake is what I'm using to dilute it. So I use coffee concentrate just because it's stronger. You're gonna get more of that coffee flavor, which is gonna cut the protein flavor of the protein shake. So that's how you make your protein coffee taste really good, by using coffee concentrate instead of using the iced coffee. Don't say I never put y'all on. All right, next on my list is a digital scale, and I specifically use this digital scale because it has an app that syncs to your phone. So as soon as you take your weight, it logs it in your phone, so you're able to go through and see how your weight has changed over time. It just makes things a lot easier. I actually haven't used that app in a really long time, but I used to use it all the time, which made it was nice because you'd be able to go through and see how much weight you lost without having to calculate it. So I love this scale for that reason. I love anything that has just a little bit of a high-tech aspect to it. I don't know, it makes me feel fancy or something, I don't know. And in the scale category, I also like to use a food scale. The food scale is something that I use less and less now. I only use the food scale now if I'm unsure. Like usually I can eyeball it now at this point in my journey. I can eyeball something and know like, okay, yeah, that's the right size. I can have that, or like, no, that's not the right size. For the most part, I can just look at it and tell. But it's still really good to have a food scale on hand, especially when it comes to meal prepping. When I'm meal prepping, I'm almost always going to use the food scale, so I know exactly how much to put in every single container. It just takes the guesswork out, and I don't have to wonder if I'm eating too much food. I already know because I've already weighed this, and I know this is the perfect amount of food for me. And I love this food scale because it's really compact. I can even take it with me if I'm going somewhere else. It's really, really lightweight and slim. It can be stored anywhere. I have it in a drawer. It's just like under a bunch of stuff. It takes up absolutely no space. So yeah, definitely recommend this food scale. All right, next on my list is my toaster oven. So you obviously do not have to buy the exact toaster oven that I have. This is the one that I have. It's the Breville toaster oven and air fryer. I love this one. I love air frying things, so I love that it is both a toaster oven and an air fryer. And the reason that I have this on this list as far as VSG is concerned is because for me, since having surgery, I literally never use my actual oven at all. Like, I think honestly, since I moved into this house, I think I turned the oven on once, like literally one time since having this house. And that's just because I never cook a big enough amount of food to need the oven. Like, I'm always making small portions of things. So I just put it in the toaster oven. I'm able to just warm up what I need to warm up. I don't have to worry about, like, I'm not using an entire oven and heating up my entire house trying to cook something. The toaster oven makes it so easy, especially when you're cooking small meals all the time. I recommend having a toaster oven on hand just to simplify your life. Like, and it's so much more than just that. Like, it's a toaster, it's an air fryer, it's an oven. It does everything. So yeah, definitely 1000% recommend this toaster oven. Obviously not necessary if you don't feel like spending the money and you want to just use your oven. They obviously can do the same thing. But if you want to make life a little bit easier and want to splurge a little bit and get something that is going to serve a multi-purpose, since it's also an air fryer, then definitely go with this toaster oven. Next on my list, I have this tiny pot that I picked up on Amazon in the beginning of my journey. And I bought this pot specifically for my eggs. I literally eat one egg for breakfast most days. And it's just such a small amount to be able to have to get the whole big frying pan out and do the whole thing with that. So especially when I'm just eating my egg and I'm not adding any like veggies or anything to it, I always just make my one egg in this pot. It's the perfect size for scrambling your egg or frying your egg or whatever you're doing. But we eat such small amounts of food. It's nice to have just a little tiny pot to be able to make my egg in. Or whatever it is that I'm cooking, since I know I'm not cooking a lot. It's smaller, more compact. It makes me feel less weird about only making one egg and a lot easier to clean up. So highly recommend this pot. All right, so that is it. That is all of my current Amazon favorites related to VSG for the most part. I know because I shop on Amazon so often that I'm sure I'm going to think about more stuff later that I didn't add to this video. So I'll definitely make an update video if that comes up, which I'm sure it will. If there's anything that you purchase on Amazon that I forgot to mention in this video, go ahead and let me know in the comments, both for me to be able to see and for the other members of our community that watch my videos so that they can go into the comments and also find some new things that would be helpful for them on their journey. As you guys know, I am trying to grow on all of my platforms. That is my YouTube, where you're watching me right here. That is on my Instagram as well, and my TikTok. So if you have been enjoying my content here, make sure that you are following me on Instagram and TikTok as well. I post a lot of VSG related content over there, so I don't want you to miss it. You also get some updates over there that you may not get here or may not get here for some time. So make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok as well. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.
Where in the world is Karen San Diego? From BK to Belly, it's anywhere she say so. She changing your life, can see it straight through her eyes.